much they can during the power play. So welcome again. We are about to commence the first over from the ADM. From ADM Amigos, Amita is going to play the match to begin with. So she will be the batswoman and Aarti is in the bowling end. As you all are aware, the first over would be for women cricketers. So there will be a batswoman from ADM Amigos and the bowler from Moment Mavericks. This one over would be a battle between the women cricketers. So there are 13 over matches. So the first over belongs to women cricketers. First ball of the day. It was very tossed up delivery, pushed towards the cover. A dot ball.
Hello. Good morning, sir. Sure.
Again, a tossed up delivery, like the umpire has called it a dead ball.
Sure. Hello.
A wide.
Hello.
We could see the pitch doing a little bit more there than what expected. The ball is it's a good bounce. The ball is slightly bouncing than what we could have expected last week. The dampness is good. Aarti is able to get 3 dot balls, couple of whites though. Well tossed up delivery again, touch towards the mid-on area, but without ball again. Good contest. A tight bowling. The batsman is not able to score. Again a good tossed up ball. Well defended. That ball really bounced well, almost to the shoulder height. That's an over, first over up. So no runs on the bat, couple of whites though. 2 runs at the end of the first over, 2 extras. I think it will be a good over for Moment Mavericks. They will settle for that. Nicely played by Aarti. That was a good contest in the first over. Anita was able to defend all the balls, though she couldn't score. Aarti threw the ball, well tossed up, straight on to the wicket. So good luck first over. I think both the teams would settle for their overs. Money is starting second over, and he is bowling from the camera end. We notice the batsman who's going to strike. Slightly looking money. I'm sorry. So money is facing RS on the striker side. That's the first ball for the second over, slightly outside the off stump, and nudge towards the third one area for the single. So there's a slight mix-up on the name. So the bowler name is Money, and the previous batsman who was striking the ball took 1 run was also Money. So the person who's on the strike now is Vinod. Wow, that was a wicket. That was good shot. I said, the ball is slightly bouncing. I think possibly the slight bounce is did the trick. I think that was a well pitched up delivery for 3 runs. The second over. Welcome, Leo. Absolutely. They, for the kind of conditions that we had over the night, and credit to the groundsman for making it on time, to get the playing conditions fully ready.
Hello. One.
The next batsman is Devashish, jersey number 3. He's going to buy money. Leo, we missed you. For those who just joined the YouTube channels, the matches between ADM Amigos and Moment Mavericks. Moment Mavericks won the toss and decided to beat. It's the second over in the process. And, for the loss of 1 wicket, they scored 3 runs. Leo, welcome. Good morning, here. It's great to see the matches. I know that it's late, but good to be here and good to see the teams on the ground. Another good delivery to Money and a punch towards the cover area for a single. So another good delivery, ball is slightly on the next side, tap down the batsman towards the next side. Not able to freeze the arm and score it. That was a good delivery again. I think outspeed is not really slower. I think because of a little bit It's a little bit wet. Yeah, people have to run. Usually pretty chill. Absolutely. I thought the ball was actually punched towards the the square area, and the way in which the ball was traveling and out of that's another benefit. And the batsman will not be able to completely score the boundary. Batsman cannot be able to completely score the boundary as the pitcher can, and the ball was actually slowing down. Batsman can always very good challenge on the way to it. Right? That's different conditions for the ground, and that's the beauty of getting to the field. What we saw last week versus this week is slightly a sea change in the conditions. It's somewhat batting, like a puller. And today, the bowlers are having very foul. The bowlers, well rise and off the pitch, it is able to bounce well and do a pitch, and they're able to do a good swing bowling. So that is a finding difficult to score the runs on the ground. Raman is bowling the third over. At the end of the second over, the score is 6-1. The spin is usually very early and interesting how the ball hits. That's very interesting move, isn't it? We were expecting they were expecting the Pacers to do and operate over the first 6, 7 overs. That's a good change. I don't know. They made a change. Let's see. But first 2 balls have been, good for them. It was a good line and then good basic place as well, even for spinners. The bounce is very high. And it's not easy to get the new ball and bowling ball without pulling a loose ball, line in there. Which is of the that was one. Slightly irrelevant ball outside the option and outside the the batsman missed time, missed the ball completely. Was well outside the option, in the slot for a drive. He missed the ball. this point of time, the Maverick will be happy to concede singles and dot balls. They're happy because they're not seeing them at big scoring shots.
Yeah, the next game almost got lucky. I think the ball is a little bit left. It can be a little bit tricky to catch the ball in the current conditions. A life for ADM. Amigos.
That's a fast boundary for innings, slightly outside the stump, slashed at it towards the third man area for a boundary. There was a sitter in my view, and the ball bounced out of the fielder's hand in long on. Definitely saved the boundary there. That was again a slightly whitish of off stump and punished the covers region. The fielder was able to cut it down for a single. That's a good save. And we've seen again, right, the light and drift combination, where bowlers suddenly find it difficult to maintain the ball, with a good length and line.
Big here, we put first. Ended the over. 4 overs, 17 runs for 2 wickets.
I think in the scheme of things, ADM Amigos had a good productive over last. Fourth over was a big scoring over there. And they would accelerate. In fact, the captain was saying that the ball will do up to 6 overs and they'll be able to score freely. And, yeah, so we could see some scoring shots in the end of fourth over. Amigos should be happy so far. They were able to restrict ADM for 17 runs in 4 overs, so almost four runs in over. So they'll take it. So this is a change in the innings at the end of fourth over, and so Wimbledon is again operating from the next end. They are persisting with their spin and pace combination. So Wimbledon had a wicket last over. It was a good over for him. He mixed up the ball. He changed the pace and line. Let's see how this will go.
Hey Arjun! அவங்களோட அவனை கூட்டு அங்கிருந்து நடந்து உட்காந்து
That was a good run into the wicket. So should have been cut for a one. So slightly a sloppy fielding. That's
started a bit late because of the correction. So this is Moment Mavericks. This is ADM Amigos. It's going on. I think ADM Amigos understood the conditions of the wicket. Scoring shots are becoming challenging, so they're able to punch and push and cut the ball and score as many singles and convert ones into twos. Right, so far they're running to win the wicket. It's fantastic, except there is for one mixer. He's trying to swing the sit for a single, but with the toe of the bat. No run. I don't know. There was a bowler was anguished, was thinking that there is a slight edge. You don't know, but anyway, ball wasn't neatly gathered. At the end of the fifth over, 21 for the loss of 2 wickets. The good over by Limal again. I think the combination of spin and pace, working for Maverick now, right? They're able to cut down the number of boundaries they're able to score. And good over. I think every number of spinner, right? So now was the new bowler they can use. I think right arm off spin. Down the leg for a while. It's a good call at the end. There was no chance for the second run, but the ball was pushed deep into the mid wicket for a single.
நான் ஒரு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணிடுறேன் நீ அவங்க டவுட்டாக சொல்லி இப்போதைக்கு ஒன்றும் இல்லை
I was looking at that. The ball was deep in the offside. Wow! Was there a chance for a century? Yes. What a cheeky signal. Anyone is going to be good. But the running into the wicket has been really coming back to that. I think it really is something that's missed. I think the ball got sick. He got also got set right.
அடுத்து ஒரு 3 செகண்ட்
Take the ball cross. The ball was also a bit trick towards the end. It took a swing at the end of the when Achana hit the ground. It was a good connection from the bat. Punch towards the point, we get for a single. It's a good productive over so far for Indian Amigos. They pick it. You know, I think the strategy is that they want to, you know, keep 3 or 4 singles or twos, and if there is a loose ball offer, they want to go for it. So I think the strategy seems to be working out for them for the last 8 years. Good shot. Again, as soon as the ball pitched, the ball got stuck to the big ground because it's not able to bounce there. It's a good shot. On a right day, possibly it would have given a tough time for the fielder to shut it down, but it becomes very difficult in this overcast condition when the pitch, the ball is not traveling at all. Scoring is becoming difficult. At the end of 6th over, 31 for 2. Leo, ADM was able to slightly push the run rate from 3.5, 4 runs to 5 runs in over. Yeah, I know it now. That's the ADM point of view. 2 seconds. Both are now able to assess the conditions and the ball well. The right combination is also working out well for them. So they are not able to, the Mavericks are not able to settle down, push for a minute. And good rotation of the guys are also making it slightly difficult for them to, go off and plus for additional wickets. It's a good batting. The new bowler introduced Diwakar. And slightly an appreciative towards the ball was there on the air for a long time. There was no danger there. Good. Diwakar was not offering any pace, right? He's going with one of the wicket to 2. He just made the that was another drop, and I think Mavericks have got at least 2 catches and a couple of stumping options and a run out. It was a good delivery again. Batsman went for an uppercut almost and ended up straight to the fielder, and it was a miss again. A good lofted shot towards the it's going to be very difficult to get any pace out of the outfield. Another shot down mid-arm area for a single. They are going for the second run. Throw is not there on the stand. They take comfortably the second run. At the end of 7th over, 38 for 2. Very deep got 6 runs per over under it. First over, I think we should do the release of shot. They couldn't capitalize. With the overcast condition, I'm thinking, the matches today, if the condition prevails like this, will be short games. What I mean by that is low scoring games, and the batsman will find it difficult to score off the ground, and there's no pace on the outfield, and the ball is not traveling, so the scoring shots is not going to come. And the ball is also slightly wet. It is not traveling through the air as well. We've seen few lofted shots. Even those shots which are lofted are not actually being connected well and traveling. So the dampness in the air and the dampness in the ground is making very very difficult for batsmen to score.
Hey, but I think they have a good plan. They have 5, 6, 4. They have to accelerate. And from the moment Chennai, they stick to right line and length, right? Have the field place in the right place, then they will take their catches for sure.
Now, I think the bowlers have done a fantastic job. Had the catching been there, Maverick would have been put under tremendous pressure. They would have lost 3 more wickets. The fielding has been extremely sloppy.
So the batsman is retired out. A new batsman is gone in. DK is the new batsman. Right?
Devo is retired out, and DK is in the middle now. RK, Radhakrishnan, the new batsman. Ram is coming back for the second over.
He's gone into so that he can go picked out of the park. Let's see how it goes. But they need momentum, right?
Yeah. I am feeling the ball is also going slightly wet because of the damp outfield.
Yes.
But a good shot, clean hit, down the street, right over the bowler's head, Cognizant. First pitch of it. This is good.
Yes, definitely.
Down the middle for a single. About 74, 75 after Indusion. Welcome again, those who have joined newly. That was a short pitch ball, but the batsman was trying to play over the mid-arm area. So I think the bounce was slightly more than what he anticipated. In the end, he missed the ball. So, lucky for him, it's super. Good shot. And the mid-arm area. Good catch. A brilliant catch, a very well catch. Just like Mavericks didn't drop the ball. It's a good shot. The intentions are very clear, Leo. I think they wanted to accelerate the score. They were going after every ball that was pitched up for them. The good boundary shots, 1 6 and a 4. It's a good job picked ahead, but the ball was caught on the boundary line. It's a good catch.
Excellent cricket all over. Very good catch.
What I like about today how our teams are actually changing their strategies on the go. So how the teams are changing their strategies on the go, right? I could see them changing their strategy for every 2 3 overs on their players games. I think the intentions are very clear from ADM Amigos. They want to go after every ball, right? And let's see how Mavericks are going to contain them. And the last 2 overs have been an extremely productive over, and especially this over, it's a good over for them. They've scored up to 12 runs. The last ball to go. Last ball again, Roman down to long on area for a single. Ram will take it. Again over 51. People added online commentary, online YouTube watching. We could start the match slightly delayed because of the overcast break conditions. The ground need to be prepared for the game, and we started around 8 o'clock. Moment Mavericks won the toss with electricity. They wanted to take advantage of the overcast condition. I must say, so far they have done a good job. ADM Amigos are up to the challenge. The first 3 4 overs were really scored at the 4 ends. They're ready to accelerate right now. Come on. 5 overs to go.
இப்போ வந்து அந்த கேமரா
Yeah. So the equation is very clear. ADM Amigos is going after every single ball. What I like the way how the ball is played. So he didn't
left right
he didn't change. He let the wicket do. He simply kept to the slide left because clearly batsman is going after him. If you miss, I get it. If you hit, you get it. So
உங்களுக்கு இது தெரியும்ல இந்த ஜூம் ஸ்மூத் ஜூம் டைப்ல ஜூம் அவுட் பண்ணி மூவ் பண்ணா ஸ்மூத்தா தெரியும் அந்த ஒரு
now you have to accelerate.
ஆமா கிட்ட வர வர நீங்க மூவ் பண்ணிக்கலாம் சோ இந்த பேட்ஸ்மேன் கவர் பண்ணலாம்
I am not sure if they have
எனக்கு இருந்தாங்கன்னா பரவாயில்ல
a target for the runs. They want to go after. So maybe Amigos, I don't know if they have a run in their mind as a target that they want to set. Reading the condition, they definitely want to. So it looks like the way they are scoring now, they want to put 10 runs and over. So they want to. They are looking at a target of 120 and going after every single ball. But in the process, the quick substitution, they lost the wickets. Right, while they're able to accelerate, but half of the team is back inside. It's going to be tricky for them.
இப்போ நீங்க இது என்ன பண்ணுங்கன்னா
It looks like they're having 120.
பேட் பண்ணி நிக்கிற இந்த எண்ட் இல்ல அந்த எண்ட் நின்னா இந்த எண்ட் நிக்கிறாருன்னா இப்படி வச்சிருங்க ஸ்டம்ப் ஒரு ரெண்டு ஆமா 5 ஓவருக்கு அப்புறம் அந்த எண்ட் வச்சிருங்க இந்த எண்ணா இங்க
I would encourage those who are watching on the YouTube to come out to the ground to enjoy the match more, or also spread the word to your colleagues to get onto the YouTube to watch the match live. And share your team and share your comments in the comment section as well. In the commentary box, we are an video.
டவுட்லாம் கேளுங்க. சைடு அங்கே போய் யூடியூப் கமெண்ட் இது
Good talk for the lady. Sivakkar is mixing his balls and then the line.
ஃப்ரெண்ட்ல ஆடுறோம் கேமரா எதுவும் தள்ளி ஆடும்.
Good catch. Completely beaten for the pace. And this time, and a shot of the good leg ball. The last time it was Stauster, and this time it was a shot of the leg ball. They have only one run. Catch! That was a good catch. We'll have to wait for the umpire to signal whether the catch was taken cleanly. Looks like ball is taken neatly. They're checking with the umpires. Umpires need convinced that the ball was taken neatly. The length umpire checked whether the batsman is out. A brilliant return catch. Caught and bowled.
Yeah, it's a good catch.
At the end of 9th over, 59 for 6. Leo in the hunt for the big shots. His ADM lost too many wickets.
I think so. Which reduce their ability to, and they are even retained out the bats.
That means he cannot come and bat. Oh wow. As a last batsman,
Only if they retire, you can come back.
when you are retired out, you will not get a chance to bat. That means you'll have to treat that as a wicket down. Okay? Now, all of this will play out, but I must credit ADM Amigos for their batting strategy. At the end of 9th over 59 for the loss of 6 wickets, 4 overs to go. Very off excel. One day. The quick single chance for the stems were maybe difficult for a batsman. That's a good tight single, good fielding, good running, good cricket all around. Good ball. The batsman was slashing at it, wanted to launch the ball over the mid-on for a 6. Missed it. Let's bounce towards the offside for a single. Good cross-bracket shot. I think Mavericks come back with a really, the second half of the innings, they're really slightly sharp, and they're backing their bowlers. But then again, lofted shot and a well shot of the mid-on fielder for a single. So they're not able to connect the ball as well. It's not getting time.
Singles won't hurt Mavericks now. I don't think we're happy to do singles.
That's a good hit. That's a good clean hit for the middle area for a bowler. 68%. Yeah, if you are able to apply your money and if you are able to score the shots that you want to pick it up, the pitch is still offering a good scoring shot. But we saw the last shot was brilliant and traveled well. If you are able to time the ball, the pitch definitely offers you to score the win.
And in the fielding, right? Because the big one, now you just use the pace of the ball and you don't even muscle it. You just play it.
I think that's what has happened, in the quest for, scoring lofted shots, they were going after every ball which was not there for them to hit, and they will simply want to muscle the ball, launch it out of the park, but lost too many wickets in the end. Interesting, scenario now. So 3 overs to go, 18 balls to go. So in my view, they were targeting around 120 runs, on the board. So let's see if they're able to be.
Anything close to complete here, this score can be very
Around back into the attack. His last over was a mixed bag for him. He got a wicket, but he did, give a lot of runs on that over though. That's a good delivery. Slightly pitched outside the outside. That's an edge for a single down third man.
short term one. Output is not fast. So they sit at the field there.
I think by and large, the free placement is also good. So one was able to find a fielder every time when it was there.
They miss the ball.
A good pace off the pitch, difficult for the wicketkeeper, closing, being up to the stump and, collect the ball because there is a good pace off the ground. Good shot, brilliantly fielded, but I must say definitely they saved a boundary because the ball was traveling well. In the end, they considered 2 runs.
Hope he's all right.
again, the ball was offside. The batsman wants to pull the ball towards the leg side. See, the intentions are clear, they want to score big, but they're pulling the ball, right? And they're not using the pace of the ball, and the shot selection seems to be, not there. They wanted to hit every ball horizontally, and in the end, they are not able to really time the ball well. At the end of 11th over, 72 for 6, 12 balls to go. Santosh is brought back into the attack from next end. The bowling is second over. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant shot of the day. Nicely. That's a boundary. Straight over the ball. They will, they will definitely go another 4 wickets on hand and 10 balls to go. They will go after every ball, want to score a boundary. A good productive hit so far. 2 balls bowled, 2 boundaries. Brilliant shot. Brilliant shot. Another boundary. Hat-trick boundary. I think the line should be for a good length, right? We have spoken about it, which absolutely. See, I think let me all pitch ball, but the batsmen still need to connect and score. I think that was a brilliant drive. Or good figure, not slog, or good hitting, straight bad shots. To see in the quality of wicket, yeah. That's a good ball. That's a good ball. They were for the second minute, going for that. When the field able to cut, yeah, he made a good ground effort. He was down in the wicket. It's difficult to come back and throw it. The ball was in the circle. In the inner circle, he made a good effort. It's a good productive over for Amigos. I think this will be their best scoring over. That's a good ball again. Now down the point area for the single. I think the bowlers come back well after the first 3 boundaries. His comeback when he changed the mixing up, he got his leg. The good ball again, a dot ball. He must be happy for the dot ball. At the end of 12th over, 87 for 6. How many runs scored in this over? 15 runs scored in this over. I think this is possibly their tallest over for ADM Amigos and has come in their best time.
And they score the three-figure magic number. That's very interesting to see.
Yeah.
And
So
can Moment stop them doing it? That's going to be interesting.
I think the three numbers will give them a little boost. For Amigos and the bowlers, a three-digit score will give them a little confidence. The way they can defend, and it will give them a confidence. It will be a booster for them. It's an optics, so, but a three-digit score would definitely boost them morale. And again, they are retiring out a batsman. Why not? They just have 6 balls to play. They want a fresh pair of batsmen to go at the ball. Money is brought back into attack, but it's a third over for him. By far, he is the most economical bowler for them. And it's a spin ball, Leo. It's a gamble, and let's see how money they will take it down. So far, he had a good outing. I'm loving this. They have 106 online viewers. You know, when we started the match, it was roughly about 6 or 7 people watching. You know, I hope all of you are enjoying the live coverage. And that's a good ball. And for the first time, the live commentary is also coming, you know, to the YouTube viewers. How many balls? That's a good ball again. You know, one is able to keep it. Dot ball is a cost.
Commentary boxes. They what you can join with them.
I love it, you know, those who want to contribute. So there are a lot of vacancies in the commentary box who would love those who are watching, who want to, you know, do commentary, come to the ground and, you know, enjoy the game with the commentary. You know, hopefully we would get some more people in the second half of the matches. We'll have more people to, you know, share their views.
Absolutely.
That's a wicket. That's a wicket. You know, the batsman is not able to score. You know. You know, especially, you know, 15 runs in the last over, and the way money come back and pull down and tie them, you know, brilliant over. Maybe this could be, you know, proving to be very vital for Mavericks.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think in the speech, you have to see both things that, and we know what is the actual score. It's going to be really tricky. And that's what the cost for. But I still think that is the cost. 110.
Driven down the long ball for a single. So far, it's a brilliant over. This is the best you can ask for, especially when the last over was out of the last ball of the innings. Messi gets the final one. Yeah, that's an unnecessary run out. It was not required. There was no run in. They could have easily got. There's no point in throwing a wicket, and you never know when the points tables are, matching with the same points. All of this matters. NRR definitely depends on the number of wickets that we lost, right? Who knows? This can prove them very, very costly if they're keen with the point. Nevertheless, at the end of the innings, 89 for the loss of 8 wickets. Amigos wanted to score upwards of 100 and they were looking at 120. They were well contained. From Maverick point of view, they were looking to give as much as 110 runs, but in the end, they managed to keep them under 90 runs. I think they will be happy with their bowling outings. Fantastic cricket, Theo. I think we have seen the conditions playing onto the batsmen and bowlers' mind. There are strategies played out, changing, went aggressive, pulling back, all around good cricket in the morning.
Hey, I think it's a good. That's a bigger cricket. Conditions change. Not in very many sport leagues. The pitch, the weather. I think it's amazing. It's a good competition sport. Moment has to bat really well for this.
We expected a low-scoring game, and definitely, in my view, 89 runs is a very, very good score. In the conditions. If the Amigos bowlers are able to exploit the new ball and they are able to get more wickets, this 89 will be 120.
Yeah, the chase. Let's see how it goes. Let's give a break for us also.
அண்ணா அண்ணா அண்ணா
That's a why. Starting. Good time for the first over of the second inning. The toss delivery went well outside the next time. Another one. Another one. So we're trying to assess what's happening in the middle of it. So we're requesting umpires to clarify what is an out. So that was a run out, and so minus 2 runs. I think there was a confusion. Amigos were asking, since the run out was Kishore, his Kishore is out. I think -2 runs. There's no wicket though. It's a -2 runs for the run out. At the end, there's a wicket, but the over it's considered as -2 runs. The Kishore is not out, and he comes back to the run rate, and Arti will continue to face the rest of the over. The rule is that how many number of times the batswoman is out, she will have to face all the 6 balls. The well off-step bomb, punch towards the leg side, no run. Good ball. Arti tried to paddle it towards the fine leg area, but it was an edge, top edge, straight, close to her. That's another wide. It's a good bowling, good bowling, good IM action, and at the end. So nicely bowled, IM action, and Arti got out one. There were boundaries, no scoring shot. There was a run out, all around happened. There was an appeal for the show to get out. It's a pretty happening over, the first over, an eventful over. But at the end, the Scotland reached 4 runs at the end of first over for the loss of no wicket.
So the target is revised. The target is revised to 92 because of the negative run. Yeah, it's going to call it up. Suddenly you see why 90 become 92. That's because of the negative run.
Is it reflecting in the scoreline?
Yes.
So because there was a wicket down, the another -2 runs is added. So the scoreline of Amigos will be 91, 92 to win, and at the end of first over, 4 runs. Okay. And I would request all our players to keep the ground tidy. I know we are out taking water bottles, glucose, and all of that. Please request all of you to put it in the dustbin. There are lots of dustbins up at the ground. I request you to keep the place tidy because the runners and because there's a lot of grease in the way. We don't want these bottles and sachets to fly into the ground and create a dangerous condition for the fielders. Lots of water bottles in front of the gallery there. Request all of you to pick those bottles and put it back into the dustbin. Churchill is going to bowl from the camera end. Kishore and Ram in the middle of the ground. So Kishore is facing left and right combination from the word go. 89 runs to be scored in 12 overs. good loosener, slightly on the line, the good bounce, back towards the opposite for a single. So we have Muttu from ADM Amigos. We will have a chat with them. Muttu, yeah, I think this go.
Yeah, actually, it's I think that actually, it's slightly honest. But yeah, our wallet can become the score. I'm completely confident about it. I think it's a great bowler, and the colleagues show its sign again. You can
The good greasy ball. Obviously, the new ball with the back up to the pitch. We have seen this. The conditions were exploited by Mavericks. They had a good 4-5 overs with the new ball. So we have a good field setup, middle, cover, point, sweeper cover, short third man, from gully and a third man, square leg, mid wicket, and long on.
yeah, once again, we see that. This is what normal bowler and that is fine.
For the station line, with the pitch spring, it's also gained a lot of momentum off the wicket. A good bowling all that. Good ball again. Brilliant bowling. Good nice run up, a straight down bowling, a high arm bowling, nicely pitched, the middle of the pitch. A good delivery, very good delivery with a good pace. It's a brilliant bowling. It's a brilliant bowling. He's definitely exploiting the condition. The ball is good bowling. The first ball for a ball and a mistake for a throw. This will not make
Actually, I'm really excited to see how Spinach going to perform on this field. No, let's see how Spinach is going to perform in that 100 conditions.
that's for two. So I think we have another pace bowler who's going to come and bowl. The Mavericks had the spinner and a pacer operating with a new ball. The ADM Amigos though want to operate spin bowlers at both ends. Selva. Selva is coming there. So he's going to bowl the second over. We have Kishore and Ram, and so we have seen in the last innings, against the ADM superstars, they had to score about 106 runs, and both of them scored all the runs together without loss of wicket. So Kishore and Ram are in good form, and they know the pitch well, and they know the arts well. When the target is put on the board, they are the chase masters, so they know how to score. First runs of the bat comes towards the cover area for a single. There is some sort of things that is going on. So hitting the bat down to third man, you're thinking about the single when you decided not to go for it. Slightly out of the off spin, the ball was driven towards getting area, no runs of the bat. Now what's happening? Go at the ball, he missed it. I think. Pull back with the face. That's why it's not the bowlers to fly. So that's what happens right now. So absolutely, I like it. I think the first bowling. Wow, that's what he gets. The base is done. Ramos. That was a good bowling by Silva. First keeper as well. Brilliant setup. Setting it by Churchill and then comes back by Silva. New batsman is Vivek. I think it's a low scoring game, and the team playing second, in my view, was having a slight advantage over the team that was playing first because they didn't know what the score is. A good target for them. They ended the race about 89 runs, and the target reached 92 low at this point of time because of the first over that is bowled. And the team playing second has an advantage to pace their innings well, and they've seen the wicket, they bowled it, and they have to use their advantage that they have. It's a good bowling. The batting team knows that the ball is doing a bit with the first set of overs with the new ball, and they want to exploit the new ball for the first 4-5 overs. They know that they scored about 30 runs in the first 5 overs. They can bring down. Punch towards the middle area for the single. I think it's an again a left-right combination of the batsmen need to rotate the strike, score off the ball. One of the things that the ADM in the first 5 overs did well was that when they know that the boundaries are difficult to come by, they rotate the strike well. and so the Mavericks need to take a leap out of that and play accordingly. Okay, 3 overs and the score is 12 for 1. A nice bowling. Again, we are expecting Sachin to do the same. Let's see how. Churchill had a brilliant first over, and he's batting for attack for the second over. Where is facing it? He bowled with a good breeze pace. There's a good box off the wicket. Was able to extract a good pace from the wicket. It's a good purchase again. Brilliant ball. Batsman is not able to read the ball. The speed. Incident. Down to short third man. No runs scored though. Good bowling by Churchill. Sitting to the line and then. The brilliant ball again. Thank you, Muthu.
That's a nice pace.
Brilliant bowling. The batsmen are beaten for the pace. You know, it's really, I think, he's able to extract a good purchase out of it. We don't have a speedometer, but he's definitely bowling upwards of 120 kilometers. Churchill is bowling. Batsman was simply having a go at the ball. I think he had no clue about how the ball was delivered.
I think it's always shot of the ball and good lift. You have to have a technique to play. What are backwards with fire or at least swing. You can't do a front foot team. That's not like that.
There was no change of line, slightly out of the off. That's a maiden over. Churchill is on fire. That was still a maiden over. The ball is not on the bowler. The two maiden over. Churchill. 1 for 1 at the end of 4th over.
Again, Churchill there are 5 runs. He scored one. So,
I think the last over Churchill was an 8. It was not a bite, so therefore it is 5 runs. Selva is into attack. Coming back and bowling the second over. He got the wicket of Ram last over.
And we got three changes. Good energy on the field from ADM. But I think definitely momentum.
There's a good score on the toe on the wicket, right? So we don't know for the today's condition what's a good score. The right and left combination is, making the field change every delivery. The selected people wicket up. The ball was well down the left side from there. Last over for the game, ready to see the new balls off. Kishore at the crease. The good bowling combination, Leo. So the second ball. Silva is not giving any pace for the batsman. Officially driven towards the offside for a single. And it's a good bowling combination, right? So you have a breezy pace on one end and another side you don't have any pace on the ball. So the batsmen are really finding it difficult to time the ball, and it's a good bowling plot.
I don't think bowling here is really good right now. I think the pressure is getting added. Right? So it's 30 for 1, 3 more balls to go in the fifth over. Run rate is around 3. Austin rate is skyrocketing.
Look to the next side for a single. They're coming back for 2. Yes, they did get it 2 runs. At the end of the over, 15 for 1. I think ADM Amigos bowled better with the new ball, and I must credit their, the opening bats, who played up to 6 overs. They saw that the balls are not there for them to score. They rotated the strength well. They converted ones into twos, and they were able to put 30 runs on the boards at the end of 4th over. ADM Amigos bowled well so far in the innings. I think the Moment Mavericks had no clue. Both games were a different type of bowlers. One was crisp and pacey, another one was slow and tricky, and they were not able to score at all. And in the end, they didn't rotate the strike as well. With the left and right combination, you don't want to confuse the bowlers. One would take the bowlers, end the line, end the length. You need to rotate the strike.
The current rates are only almost reaching 10 right now. I think that there should be a lot more in some moment.
Vishwa is new bowler.
That we still early, definitely get in with variants of the loss.
That's the first good looking shot of the bat. In the second innings, punched through the air for a single, rid of the game.
Seven runs from 46 deliveries. We are in.
The pressure of scoring got onto the head of the batsman. They wanted to.
Now, medium is on top of this game.
Absolutely. ADM was pulled back, threw the challenge at them. The moment didn't feel the pressure. Their batting lineup was not tested. They won the match last time, with the opening pair with 10 wickets. Their batting lineup was not tested. The ADM Amigos getting a couple of quick wickets in first 5 overs. Their batting lineup will be tested today. I think Kishore should play a big innings, need to anchor the innings, and this lineup will be tested today by Amigos. Sandy aligned Santosh. Santosh aligned Sandy in the middle of the wicket now. He is going to bat with Kishore. He is a right-hand batsman. Again, a left and right combination going. There's a change in the end. Wheeler is getting pressed into operation and he delivered with a wicket in the first over. Punch to the onside for a single. Wow, quick.
இதுல கமெண்டா ஆஃப் பண்ண சொல்லிருந்தேன்.
Oh wow, that's a mystery.
கமெண்ட் கீழே கமெண்ட் டைப் பண்ணுவாங்கல்ல,
Tossed the ball
ஆஃப் பண்ணி தானே இருக்கு.
just down the streets and pushed the ball.
செக் பண்ணுங்க. ஆனா கமெண்ட்ரி
The mystery lost in the run.
I think more energy from the batsman. Someone has
அது ஆஃப் பண்ணோம். ஆனா வந்து நீங்க பேட்ஸ்மேன் ஆடுறது வந்து கமெண்ட்ரி வருது இல்ல, அது ஆன் தானா கேக்குது? எங்க கேக்குது? இல்ல பாருங்க.
Full toss ball played to the third slip area for a single down the third man door. At the end of sixth over, 19 runs. Moment need to pick up well. Their run rates need to accelerate. They're scoring at 4 runs in over now. Amigos have started their bowling plan very well. They are making their 89 runs to 120, making it big. Already 100, asking 100 is over 10 runs. The Mavericks need to play around this team to win the match.
74 and 42. That's what we are doing.
Selva is coming back to complete his quota. Selva is coming back to complete his quota for the day. He's bowling his third and final over. He has been extremely effective so far. The batsman struggled to connect the ball, struggled to score. He got a couple of wickets. That's a good looking lofted shot towards the square leg area, but the ball is not traveling. Meanwhile, the batsman completed 2 runs. He scored right and saw that in the first innings as well. A good shot again, down the leg side for another single. I think the Mavericks should rotate their strike, make the most of it. Misfield it. They didn't run for it. There's an old saying, don't run for the misfield.
Chennai was able to contain his over. He did a very good job.
Officially cut for a single. Good shot, good looking shot for a couple of runs. The good to attack that chance. They came back for second. That's a good long shot again. For a single, they are able to connect the ball well, Leo. The ball, as it got older, the shot making is becoming easier. We have seen that in the first innings as well. The shot making between after fifth over has slightly become easier.
Agree. I think the bowler is bowling not to the pitch of the ball, so that's a good job from everyone.
Wow, long shot. Will it cross the boundary? Good. Awesome sixer. Much sixer. They have 7 over 32 runs. For the loss of 2 wickets, I think there's a good over for Mavericks. And Selva has been bowling particularly well. The batsman was not giving him an opportunity to tie them, so they used their legs to come up at the crease to hit the ball and score. We have seen this over, and they were just stepping outside the crease, slashing it on both sides of the wicket. But the 6 was a brilliant connect.
Excellent connect. He's able to pick the short pitch ball very well. He can just tap together.
Leo, can you guess how many online viewers we have?
More than 500 now.
You're giving a big task though, but we are almost close there. We have 450 plus viewers online. Now, when we started the matches, we had roughly about 4-5 groups to start with. And I think all of you are enjoying commentary and the live commentaries. Oh my God,
32 for 2. At the end of 7 overs, 61 runs needed from 36 balls for the victory. For Moment.
asking raises 10 runs and over. So interestingly poised game here.
Yeah, the moment wickets in hand, they can go after the ball. Really.
The change of pace, the bounce, what hit him, I don't know, but he must have all completed. Good drive. They're stepping out of the crease, playing the ball up, playing the ball on the up, driving it down the middle for a single. Oh, that's a good running between the wickets. In the end, it was the easy second run.
That's coming with freely for Moment. Really keep the momentum up.
Batsmen are able to score freely now. They're able to connect the ball well. And once the new ball has lost its shine, I think they're able to connect the ball. But we have seen this in the first innings as well. When the first 5-6 overs were tied and the batsmen were able to freely score. That's a good cricketing kick straight to the field and go for a single. Good shot down the leg side for a single. Here the good thing is both the batsmen are not playing a horizontal bats. They are playing with the spin, lofted shots, and good cricketing shot.
Yeah, I think if it's 10, 11 runs over, you don't get any balls. Scores is 1 and 2. Hit that one down for the over. That's how we look at the chase. Plan with this.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot. They wait for a second. Would they make it? Yes, they did. Was it out? They didn't make it because they run out. The throw was off the 6 though. But Yes. Kishore was playing well for Mavericks. It's the run out. I thought it was a good second, easy run. The throw was all wide of the sticks. The wicket keeper really need to drag the ball, but still the batsman didn't make it reach. There was four running between the issue.
Okay, good luck.
Match facility.
But there was a yes and no for the second run, though. There was a confusion. There was a yes and no for the second run. That at the run, there were 2 runs on the board. The yes and no possibly passed it. The new batsman is Sundar. The crucial wicket for ADM Amigos.
Good momentum.
ரீப்ளே கொடுங்க. ஆளை கீழே விட்டாங்க. இது ரீப்ளே கொடுங்க. இது சின்ன செகண்டா இருக்கு இல்லையா? சென்ட்ரல் பார்க்குறது.
Flash of the ball towards the left side for a signal. Good delivery. Almost a Yorker. Oh, goodness. The bat bounce into the body of the field. We have just good. Appreciate. Good lofted shot towards the middle for a second. The proceedings are quite after the fall of the wicket of Kishore. So ADM Amigos will take it. There was nothing for a leg before wicket. It was given. The Mavericks need to play out of the skin to make a chase. At this point of time, the ADM Amigos is in complete control of the game.
Forty-one for four, they have 9 overs. 50 runs required from 24 balls. From 24 balls.
Almost 2 runs a ball.
30 run rate. Maybe more than 2 runs per delivery.
Third again. The wickets are falling like a pack of cards. ADM Amigos is in complete control of the match. They didn't know what's the good score to put it on the total, so they've set up about 89 runs on the boards. They back up the bowlers well. Mavericks, they know how to chase those 89 runs in a tricky wicket.
Yeah, I think they started slow. That puts more pressure back on them.
Neither had they had a wicket on the hand to go out the ball towards the second half of the innings. Now they had an opportunity to go out it early. So the first 4 overs was fantastically bowled. That did the trick. Such a slog toward the winner, longer for a single.
I think they need more boundaries. Singles won't hurt. Amigos for sure.
They need to get in the scoreline as much as possible. Doesn't matter what they do, because they win the match up, right? And they need to get closer to the scoreline. That's a wide and a bye.
Go ahead for the second run.
There was a mix of throw.
Always, you try to run the second run, right? You can always put the finger under pressure. They make mistakes. You walk for a run, right? That's when you're not putting the fingers under pressure.
The first one need to be fast. Backward shot towards the middle for a single.
How many boundaries?
Nothing for One more umpire, one more ball to go. That's the scorer. Umpire, there seems to be one more ball in the over. That's what the scorers asked me to inform you. They will come back and bowl the last ball of the over. Good lofted shot, but the must be a boundary, a wonderful boundary from Mavericks. There was a good
Then last ball, I think they bowled off and umpire called it in the over for the last over. It's 10 overs, 51 runs for 5 wickets.
the daunting ask. 42 runs of 18 balls. Not impossible though, if they take the leap out of ADM Amigos, they made 15 runs of 12 overs. And still, in this wicket score, 15 to 16 runs. That will make it easy. So, let's see. Lot more fireworks to be seen, or lot more wickets tumble.
And we have one over of the next best fast bowler as well.
I've seen the fast bowlers when they came back into that time, they were the fastest. Ball is now coming onto the bat easily after the ball has lost its movement. Okay, like we can appreciate towards the offside for a second. Good block, right towards the offside for a single. They want to take a second, but they said no.
Six really pushed the first and hard, they could put 2 runs here, the mystery.
Or take advantage of the mystery. You should have completed the first one. That's a whenever we get down, the batsman trying to play the ball towards the leg side. The leg stump base is off.
Actually, extremely difficult to clear up with that ball. Balls, 41 runs.
The Amigos have bowled out of the scene today. They bowled well, they fielded well. They defended this number 89. In the end, that seems to be too much to score. I must say there was no plan in the chase. Leo. There's absolutely no game plan in the chase. எப்ப ஒவ்வொரு நேரம் ஒவ்வொரு அவுட் சொல்றீங்க நிறுத்துறீங்க தம்பி நிறுத்துறீங்க I know I'm alive, but we're not necessarily getting the right wickets inputs. It's too far for us to see. And mixing the bowling well, right? Because slightly outside the off stump, the ball was around the re-rolls, just around the good level. That's an again, I don't think the running between the wickets, the balance is good. I don't think they're crossing each other for a second run. It was much towards the next hit for a single. The good drive down the next side for a single. 55 for the Royal Wickets in 11 overs. They have to score 39 runs to win in last 2 overs. 39 in 2 overs. Arke is introduced into an attack. He is coming to bowl. He's coming to bowl 12th over. What's the asking ratio? 20 runs. They need to score. 28 in 12. Yeah, so almost 20 runs in over. They need to be with sixes. They are bowling well, missing. They go for the second run. Finally, they are ready to go for the second run. Only Dartmouth 5 overs now. They are bowling very well. They are keeping it simple. That's a good push. But looking for the second run. Yes and no. They didn't go for the second run. They could have run one run in the throw. The long boundary. I think the running between the wickets. That's a good ball. Tuck the batsman, slashed the bit for a cut, an edge, went towards the square leg for a single. The good off right for a single and it's shot. Straight to the fielder. Straight to the fielder. They're not able to pick their gaps. They're not able to split the fielder. That's a good shot again. Yes and no. Equally fielded well in the covers. The single again. Let's go. That was a wide. He was walking down the sticks. The bowler saw he's coming down, so he threw wide of his off stick. There it was a white ball. The good ball again, flash at the miss. I think they need some miracle to change the fortune for Mavericks to win the game. They end up 12th over. The score is 62. 6 balls to go. You get it back. For 6. 31 runs, 6 balls. 31 runs. We have seen 36 runs scored in the last over. Nothing is impossible. Let's see. That's a wide ball. A high-scoring shot of the best bowler for ADM Amigos. They were with 5 runs in the first over. Second over was a million. He started with a wide in his third over. Punch towards leg side for a single. There was no momentum, no, but only 2-3 overs there was a momentum. After 6 overs, 6 to 8 overs. Another good looking shot on the onside for a single. I think the Mavericks didn't plan their chase. So it's very clear. Flash analysis. They lost. They hit the wicket well. They bowled well. And, that's a good shot. He connected it well. The ball didn't travel. Finally crossed almost on the boundary line, just over. The best ball of the ADM. Good looking shot. The good connect again, the slightly scooped upish for a single. Last ball of the game. Credit to the ADM Amigos, the way they bowled it well, and the way they fielded well. I think they did a fantastic job. Excellent comeback. The last ball of the proceedings, it was pushed towards the leg side for a single. That's the end of the game. ADM Amigos made look that 89 odd runs is 120 plus. Moment Warriors had no clue how to chase the ball. They lost the wicket in the crucial pacers, their batters were had no plan to chase, and in the end, 89 proved to be too big for them. Congratulations, ADM Amigos, spectacular performance.
Absolutely. I think that they could have scored 10 50 runs more. They lost for six. And we were debating whether 89 is a good score or not. We are thinking 100 is a poor score. But I think they are impeccable in their bowling management.
With the 12th over, cost of the match. The 12th over went for 15 runs. With that cost, Moment Mavericks the match. 15 runs in the score line. If you take the 15 runs out of the equation, they're pretty close to the run. Maybe the catches they got could have also the crucial players who bowled well. At the end, when Moment looked like bowled well, but they lost their match because the first half of the innings they didn't keep the ball well. They actually didn't take 3 or 4 sitters, a couple of runouts and a stumping chance. They missed all around. The bowling performance was great. The fielding was not good there. The second innings, the batting plan didn't go anywhere. Full credit to the Moment Mavericks. Full credit to the ADM Amigos. Fantastic game. They made it look 89 like 200. The bowled well. The first 4 overs was brilliant. That set the tone of the match. For the guys for the fourth match journey.